name is Raquel, an artist and entertainer here in the 757, and I'm here to answer your questions about the art of drag. Brooke asks, where do you find your shoes and which brand do you recommend to hold a whole lot of woman? Well, Brooke, I think the best advice that I can give you is find a shoe that fits. Some people have an 8, some people wear a 12, just to make sure you're comfortable in them and make sure they work well with your costume. Sydney asks, how did you learn to walk in heels? Well, Mama, I've been walking in my mother's heels since I was a child. Jasmine asks, if you use shapewear, what's the best one that has a firm hold and a good price? Well, there's lots of different ways you can manipulate your body under a costume. A lot of people do wear shape shifters, people use belts, people use duct tape, people use pantyhose. It just depends on what you're wearing for your costume. If you're wearing a lot of costume, you might just use a lot of shape shifters, but if you're wearing like a little itty bitty dancer costume, you might just want to work out. Shar asks, if you make your own padding, how do you make them fit properly? Well, that's a good question, Shar. Padding is different from every entertainer. Some entertainers don't like to wear hip pads. Some entertainers, it's necessary to fit into your costume. Depending on what size you want to go to, if you want to go big, you want to go skinny. I think a pair of some electric knives and some couch covers go a long way. Philip asks, how do drag queens make money? Well, Philip, that's a very complex question. You can make money doing all forms of drag. Speaking for myself, I started making money doing drag in the local bars and all over the East Coast. And then once I moved from that level, I went on to working in the big stages around the area, like Virginia Opera, the British Stage Company, and the Wells. And then I moved into the TV biz. And you can make really good money doing that as well. So it just depends on where you're at and what costume you're putting on and how you're going to make your money. Nicole asks, how much money a month do you spend on makeup? Honestly, I really don't spend a lot of money in makeup because I think I've come to my own and know how to work my face, so I know how to apply it and what works for me. If you want to go really over the top with lots of makeup and big lashes and jewels, you're going to spend a little bit of money. But if you want to keep it soft and calm, you won't have to spend that much. You just go to your local pharmacy or your beauty supply shop and you'll be all right. Chelsea asks, your makeup is flawless. Aw, thanks, Chelsea. What's your secret for a perfect cat eye? Practice. Jen asks, can you show me how to get cheekbones? Like, seriously, I cannot do that. Well, Jen, that's a really complex answer. It's a lot of layer. You start with a lot of makeup with a really good brush. You start with your foundation, you start with your bronzer, you start with your blush, and then you go right into that sharp line to create that cheekbone. Just takes practice. Virginia Stage Company's The Legend of Georgia McBride opens March 4th at the Wells Theater in Norfolk. Visit vastage.org for tickets. Thanks for having me.